If we don't force their hand, nothing will be done. They are not ready to do anything. If you consider the fact that this particular section of the electoral law caused a lot of problem during the 2023 election tribunal session, whereby it was decided that the IREV and BVAS are discretionary. Is that not the only reason why people are saying, okay, make it now legal and mandatory, so that such excuses will not come up?
No, the same discretion I talked about in Ghana is also discretionary in Ghana.
Mr. Okoro, the people in Ghana are not the people in Nigeria.
Oh, okay. So it's a human problem
in
now.
Ghana, they don't shut down their country when they are doing election. True or false? So in your own case, the whole place must be on lockdown because we want to conduct elections. So in Ghana, they have imbibed some moral integrity in the conduct of state affairs. That is why you don't see such things there. We watch Ghana election. I think that was that last year. That not to
last year, yes.
Yes, we are here. Some people were voting while some women were selling by the side. You just vote and go away. Vote. In Nigeria, is it like that? So you have a peculiar set of human beings. No thanks to our leaders who have been, who are now preaching the principle of grab it, snatch it, and run away. And our youth have imbibed this culture of violence. No thanks to our leaders, because this youth learned it from them. These youth were the ones that energized and mobilized them. For example, the opposition cannot hold any meeting anywhere now. Some unknown persons, hoodlums, that's what they call them, they will go and scatter the place. Ordinary meeting. They will go and scatter the place and chase them away. No arrest, no nothing. What are you breeding in a country like what kind of human being are you breeding? What will be wrong if our leaders imbibe a culture of what? Integrity and due process in all our affairs. Because after doing all this is now, the ripple effect or the implication is that in future, these people will turn around and be preaching moral to me. Meanwhile, the evil seed they planted now, by the time it will germinate, they may not be in the office. And maybe somebody that will inherit it, they will start blaming that person. You can't even conduct election. There is no this. If they leave office tomorrow, Mr. Okoro, this APC, they will be the one preaching for this mandatory transmission of a result. They will be the one preaching it. Mr. Okoro, have I noticed that you are a peculiar people? In this particular country, we believe let's move on. All the atrocities committed, don't worry, election is over, let's move on. Is that not why we are here? Imagine if people were punished. Mr. Okoro, imagine if people were punished for what they did with our election in the last general election. But nobody said anything. You can't even say anything. They'll tell you, let's move on, the election is over. Is that not what we are hearing? The worst of it that you go to court, and when you go to court, what happens? So, except we have leaders who know that yes, national integrity is the way to go, so that this mockery of Nigeria all over the world will stop. Mr. Okoro, we are being mocked all over the world. I mean, mockery of the highest order, because we have nothing to hold on to as a country. Nothing.
Barrister, let's go back to the clause. Why is it that clauses that tighten transparency seems to be the one that will mysteriously disappear at the end of the day in Nigeria? Why does this seem to be the case?
What do you expect when you are... Look, for you to drive integrity, you must have men of integrity in office. Simple. You can't give what you don't have. Look, somebody or people who have been groomed in the act of violence, you mean all of a sudden they will become nice people, Abi? Hold on. You mean all of a sudden they will now become nice and do things in a humane manner, do things with respect, with dignity? My dear, you cannot give what you don't have. That is what we are seeing today. Because when we shouted from the rooftop during the last day, they said, let's move on, let's move on. Look at where we are now.
So basically, Nigerians are deluding themselves.
Yeah, I mean, is it not obvious? Everything we want to get from now is by force. Look at ordinary electoral reform. Look at, you have to mobilize everybody in Nigeria now for them to even start looking at it. They have to reconvene to start looking at it. But meanwhile, they're supposed to do the needful. The House of Rep, they conducted their own and said that this should remain mandatory and compulsory. But the Senate started speaking from 3 months. The Senate president started speaking from 3 mouths. Is that not why they are running back now? They say they want to convene. So there is no synergy. You have men who don't even have the interest of this country at hand, except their own selfish interests. They forgot that they will leave that office tomorrow. And the evil they kept there will be waiting for somebody else. Then who loses? Nigeria. Nigeria is the loser in all these things, Mr. Moses. We don't have any men of integrity in office. None of them. And they do something that, yes, you don't need to argue. Tomorrow we'll say, yes, it was these people that gave us this. We don't have the pride. When they leave office, they say, yes, we are the one that, did all this. We put it into law, and it has helped the country. We have something to hold on to now. But nobody is thinking about it. Nobody.
All right.
The propositions of the Senate president does not add up. If there is a Greek collapse, will it be only on those 9 states, to be precise?
No, but then it will affect the 9 states that don't have. Is it that people in 9 states don't make calls?
Wait, I'm coming. The 9 states he pointed out, I was talking about Greek collapse and no network. Are you telling me that up to today, no economic activities are going on in those states? No POS, no banking? And how did he come about these 9 states? Who gave him the data? Is it the network, or he just sat down in his office and assumed? Look, it did not add up, and it will never add up. Thank God some civil society groups are storming Abuja today. They are reconvening for an emergency session over this bill. Agbabio should pass this bill. Leave the other things for nature to take its course. Leave it for nature, because if you transmit, it cannot come back to you. Even if there's a network glitch or whatever, the result you posted is already going. So whenever the network comes, it will still go on its own. You don't need to bring it out again and start using your hand. All these things are when you don't want to do anything. You must find one excuse or one reason or the other. Why can't this National Assembly and the federal government make sure that the networks cover those states? The network cover those states.
Okay.
Yes, that is what they're supposed to do. Yes, they should do it.
All right. So